Hey, this is Sanjay Wadhwani with KMF Business Advisors. So, question here. Do you have a successful business? If you have, why don't you franchise it? The reason I'm saying this is instead of expanding to new locations, franchise it. The concept is very simple. You make more money in franchising and invest less money from your pocket. So, that being said, if you have a successful business, please call me 954-864-9161 and I'll take you through a consultation process. The consultation doesn't cost anything. I'm going to refer you to about two to three brokers, franchise brokers that actually convert successful businesses into franchise. Now, which business can be converted? Anything, whether you have a SaaS company. SaaS means you're doing development, website management, things like that. Whether you are a business broker like me, whether you are a franchise broker, whether you are a real estate agent that has enough knowledge in the real estate industry, whether you have an air condition company, a pool company, plumbing, pest control, a health management system, insurance agency, bookkeeping, um, collection company, collection agencies. There are so many kinds of business. No matter what business you are in, franchise it. If you think, if you know that you are making good money and not willing to sell at today's date with everything that's going on, if you're surviving the condition of today's market, franchise it. And I'm going to tell you why to franchise it. Very simple reason. Because if you decide to grow more stores, more locations of your business for yourself as a business owner, what's going to happen is you have to invest money from your pocket. You have to go get a business loan. You have to pay all the bills. The difference between expanding to new locations as your own business and the difference between having it franchise is a big opportunity. See, when you expand to your locations under your business name, you have to be liable for all the overhead expenses. That's number one. So you have to think a lot before you can even move forward to the next opportunity. Look, I have been in business my whole life. I used to have 8 stores, okay, 8 businesses, and I used to sell. I was in the souvenir business, the ones on the beach where you go, everything is gift shops. So I used to have 8 locations. Now, in order to open from location one to location two to location three, you understand the point? It takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, and you are working worse than the employee because the employee becomes your boss. So you are strangled. If an employee doesn't show up, you are strangled. Why? Because you have no options. So in those days, I didn't know about the franchise opportunity. How does franchise works? Okay. I'm going to connect you with two to three franchise attorneys who can help you convert your business into franchising. How does the system work? Very simple. You have your business concept, which you know is successful. You get a consultation from these attorneys. If you go through me, I'm going to give you a couple of consultations free of charge. Normally, these attorneys they charge between 400 to 900 bucks an hour. I'm going to get you in. Couple of consultations, one or two depends what each one provides. Speak with them, understand, see how you can position yourself in the franchise world. Why? Because number one, you don't have to put money from your pocket. Okay. To do the franchise, to create the documents, to do everything, it will cost you money. There's two options over here. Either you do it yourself, number one, and pay maybe 55, 60, 90,000, whatever it costs, and wait, do all the paperwork, follow up everything, and it might take you up to 3 years to get that structured. Either you go that way or you pay a franchise attorney. I'll give you three. And the price range is very simple. One guy charges 35,000, the other guy charges 60,000, and the other one I know is 70,000. I want you to connect with each of them. See what options they have. I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but the way the structure is, the way they have outlined the structure is different. Each one is different. I know that. Okay. What you do basically, you take your time, invest it 2, 3 days, just invest it into this matter. Understand the concept, put the application in, and franchise it. They will get it done within less than 6 months. Okay. Would you rather wait 3 years? Or would you rather wait 6 months and get it done? Just pay the price out. It's something even I want to understand if I have to which I'm also thinking about franchising my company now that I know how it works, just pay and not to deal with it. Second thing is when your business is franchised, we bring in investors. So at KMF, what we basically do is we have a network of 2,600 brokers. Here you go. There you go. Somewhere here. We have a network of 2,600 brokers nationwide. That's in the United States. Then we have a network outside the United States for 3,800 brokers. We have a network of attorneys, immigration attorneys. Why immigration? Because these are the ones that are bringing the E2 visas in. So if somebody wants a green card to come in the country, this is how they come in. They buy a business. What they buy? They buy a successful business. What they're buying a successful, structured franchise. This is the best opportunity they can invest in because in the franchise industry, everything is documented. You know how in business, cash is king, but I'm not saying anything further. But in the franchise business, it's a different concept. It's a complete different concept. So the E2 visas, they attract very easily when they buy a franchise. So think about this way. Your concept, right? Your concept, your structure, your way of doing business, everything is put securely to secure you in your franchise disclosure document, also known as FDD. Now think about this. Whoever is buying a franchise from you has to, must follow your instructions. Look out there. Look at these big brands. They don't have one stores, they have thousands of stores. How do they make money? So number one, the cost of the franchise. Let's say I'm going to take a car wash, for example. The car wash business today is growing like crazy, man. It's like, and the money these guys make are amazing. I'll tell you how to make money. Car wash, I'll take an example, right? Let's say the car wash concept of this new auto, the ones that do, you drive the car, auto does everything. Let's say it costs $200 to build it. And then we're looking at the location, the rent, the employees, all the expense, because all this comes together in the franchise. So let's say the car wash we're selling for $800,000. Now, you are going to take a franchise fee, which is like a promissory note, right? You're going to take a franchise fee and you're going to present it towards that franchise. Means whoever the buyers are coming in, the investors are coming in, or whoever is coming, the E2 visa, they have to give you a promissory note. So they give you a franchise fee. Franchise fee normally is 5% to 20% of the franchise cost. So in this case, if it's $800,000, the catch is if you go higher on the franchise fee, then you will attract less people. And if you go lower on the franchise fee, you will attract more eyes on your concept. So that you have to decide. Now, I've been doing franchising for almost 2 years. What I've noticed is a price from 30,000 to 60,000 is the main structure. But the one that I've noticed a lot of franchisors are offering is this key number, which is $39,000. I don't know why, but based on what I have experienced, 39,000. So if you're selling the car wash for $800,000, now this is variable because it depends on the location, the size requirements, the number of employees, the city permits, the overhead expenses, the water cost, electric cost, everything is different. Different cities, different state, different cost. You can be in Miami, it will be like that thing will probably be $1.2 million. You can be this one in West Palm Beach, and it could be $600,000. Or you can be here where I am in Broward County, and it could be, depends on the location. It's all location, location, location. So the concept is $40,000 franchise fee. Now think about this for a second. If 100 people signed up for your franchise, and out of 100, 90% backed out, what happens is this is how the franchisors they make money. Okay. What happens is the 10% you keep it. The 90% is non-refundable. You keep that also. So the concept here is when your business turns into franchise, right? When somebody pays you a franchise deposit as a promissory note, yes, that I want to go ahead and shake hands with you. If they decide to back out, you get to keep that franchise fee because you have earned it, because they signed a document after they received their FDD for 14 days. They have agreed to move forward. So if the client has agreed to move forward, that's their mistake, not your mistake. So you get to keep 100% of whoever signs up. That's number one. Now, here's the exciting part. When you collect the 800,000 or 600, whatever it is, 400,000 to build that car wash, how do you make money after that? Very simple process. So let's say I have a car wash right next to where I live. I tell you something. This location is busy nonstop. Starts 7 a.m. in the morning, closes at 10 a.m. at night. 10 p.m. at night. My apologies. Busy nonstop. When I say busy, it can they have the vacuum cleaners, like 20 spots for the vacuum cleaner, and every, I believe, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, let's say 5 minutes, there's a car going through every. Now I just look, sometimes I study these businesses and I tell you, they're easily doing. Now it's like $30 unlimited car washes. But unlimited basically means one car wash a day, not unlimited every day. So think about it. $30, 10,000 members. Let's say 1,000 members they have. 1,000 members, $30 a month. That's $30,000. How do you make money as a franchiser? So the franchisor basically charges a royalty fee. This can be anywhere from 3% to 15%. So I'm just going to take the least amount of numbers because that's how I do. It's always higher, but I'm just showing you an idea on the least. Let's say if it's 6%, $30,000, 6%. Now there's a couple of concepts, couple of structures. This is why I give you three franchise attorneys to deal with, because one attorney is going to give you, okay, one attorney is going to give you an option. Okay, yeah, we can franchise your business, but I need exclusive of your franchise, or I want non-exclusive. And the way we work is by the square footage. The other one's going to say, yeah, we can do it, but the royalty fees will be based on the gross sales. And the third attorney is going to say, well, we don't believe in the other two. Um, we only charge royalty based on the net profits. So this is why You need to engage with more attorneys, understand the concept, and then decide which is probably the best opportunity for you to grow into. Now, you don't need an attorney. You don't need to do an exclusive with any of them. That's totally up to you. Once you get that disclosure, once your franchise is structured, you don't need any of them. But you need them because of all these connections. Whether you are going to pay for market or you let them do the marketing and then you become successful. Okay? Royalty fees. If the car wash business is doing $30,000 a month, right? If let's look at gross sale, and you're taking 6% of that sale, that's $1,800. $1,800 that you're going to get paid every single month coming to you. Now think about this for a second. This is one store. Imagine you sold 10 units. Imagine you sold 100 units. There is this, I'm not going to take the name of the brand, but there's this new car wash company that has opened in Broward. I tell you, they have like about 60 locations just between Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami. Just 60, just like boom. In in 6 months, they opened 60 locations. Now think about this. If they have 20 locations in each county, the state of Florida has, I don't know, maybe 60, 80 counties. If each county they open 60 to 20 locations, let's say they have 50 counties in the state of Florida. 50 times 20, that's 1,000 stores. 1,000 stores. If you make $1,800 a store times 1,000, how much money are you making? That's just royalty fees every single month. Somebody else is investing in your concept. Somebody else is hiring all the people. Somebody else is paying the rent. Somebody else is paying all the overheads. And that somebody else is paying you a royalty because you had the perfect business concept that the other didn't have. That is, my friend, the difference between expanding your business and converting into a franchise. That is the money you make. This is just royalty fee. What about marketing and advertising? Who pays for this? You got it right. That's somebody else, whoever that investor. So out of the business structure, whatever sales they do every single month, they owe you a franchise fee, no, a royalty fees, and then you collect advertising and marketing fee. Okay? How much? You can charge 1 to 3%. That's it, no more than that. Anything above that, you're not going to get it. 1 to 3%. Let's say 2%. $30,000 sales in a month. 2%. That's 600 bucks a month in advertising fee. It's not much. 600 is nothing to do advertising. But 1,000 stores at $600 a month, that's $600,000, almost $500,000 in a month in advertising. Now, is that worth it? That is how you grow your brand. Franchising is about creating your brand, growing your brand. Look around us. Today, there are more franchisors than there are actual business owners. And this is why you franchise your business. If you feel it's successful, if you feel you have a new concept, the franchise attorneys are going to tell you whether your particular business is the right fit for being a franchise or not. Forget that. Even if they don't feel, who cares, man? Franchise it because the ones who survive are the ones who fail. We know all these big companies, their CEOs, these are all failures. And they're the millionaires of today's world. So, my friends, you have a successful business, franchise it. Call me 954 864 9161, or you scan this QR code right behind me. Okay, scan it. You will get connected to me directly. You want to reach out to me? We are kmfbusinessadvisors.com. Okay, reach out to us, man. Read our reviews. We can get it done. With our network of so many buyers, we have about 100, well, it's 100 more now, it's more than 120,000 buyers. These are qualified buyers, investors. We go through their proof of funds. We make sure they're fully qualified. Most of them are E2 visa holders, people who are willing to come into the country. They want a green card. They want a business concept. They want a franchise concept. They want to be successful. Who doesn't want to be successful? So, if you have a business, franchise it. Once again, 954-864-9161. Thank you for your time. This is Sanjay Wadhwani with KMF Business Advisors. Thank you. Bye bye.